Hello, fellow Slicers. I'm Glenda, and I am one of the lucky winners of the First Seat Prize that was sponsored by Kane Miller Publishing on the Two Writing Teachers Slice of Life Story Challenge this year. So I thought that I would make a little video and tell you about the 3 books that I received on Friday, and give a shout out to Kane Miller. And thank you, Kane Miller, for sending these books. Boy, they came rapidly. I was so surprised when I heard the package land on my doorstep. So the first book I want to tell you about is this book, which is called What a Wonderful Word. And it is a collection of words that are non-translatable into English. And these are words found from all over the world. I am not going to try to pronounce a bunch of these words because I think I need a little bit more audio help than I am provided by simply looking at the pronunciation key at the back. But there's one word that I want to share with you, along with an example of one of the pages from the book. It's just an absolutely gorgeous book. And that book is, or rather that word is kalpa. And it is a Sanskrit word, and it means an unimaginably long period of time. There's also another explanation, a detailed explanation of usage and history of the word, etymology of the word that's provided. But I think that this is a particular word, kalpa, that can be, that we can identify with in terms of the pandemic, because it really has been a very long period of time, an unimaginably long period of time that I know that we are all ready to be past. The second book I want to tell you about is a picture book called A Tale of Two Beasts. And even though this is a picture book, and I taught high school for 38 years, I would use this book in my high school English classes because it's all about point of view. And what happens in this book is that a young girl is out in the woods and she happens upon what she refers to as a beast who simply appears to her, drops from a tree and is at her feet. And instead of just leaving the beast in the woods, she decides she's going to take the beast home, and she is going to provide the beast all the comforts of home. So she treats the beast the way one might treat a child, gives the beast a bath, provides the beast a bed, those kinds of things. Here's a lovely picture from the book, so you can see how gorgeous this picture book is. But the beast runs off, and then we get the story from the point of view of the beast and how he was kidnapped. It reminds me of the genre that we find, the true story of the Three Little Pigs, being told from the wolf's point of view. Some of you may remember that book from back in the 1980s or early 90s, I believe. So A Tale of Two Beasts by Fiona Robertson is a wonderful picture book that really is a good teaching tool in high school classes. I liked using picture books in my AP Lit class to teach theme and to illustrate ideas and illuminate ideas, and kids love that. And I know that high school kids would love reading A Tale of Two Beasts as well. They like picture books. And I even had a student one time who, after she went to college, she made a figure of a tiger from Mr. Tiger Goes Wild in her BYU art class, her freshman year. Then we have The Biggest Story, which is a wonderful, wonderful book that celebrates inclusion. It's by Sarah Coyle and Dan Taylor. And it is a book in which a little boy named Errol wants his mother to tell him a story, but she's busy. She has lots of things to do. So she tells him he needs to come up with his own story. So he sets about trying to find a way to tell a story, to write a story, even though he says he doesn't know how. Now, we know that children say these things, but we know that they also have wonderful imaginations and they do know how to tell stories. But he enlists help from all the animals, of course, in a picture book. But the subtext is all about how our stories need to be inclusive, that all the animals and all the humans, all the diverse voices have a place in our stories, and that when we find a place for all the stories or all the people to populate our stories, then we come up with the biggest and best story. And so this is a wonderful book to share with students and to provide to students to show them how important it is to read a variety of different stories and see a variety of different points of view as well. So I just want to thank two writing teachers for providing an opportunity for us to grow our writing, and to give another shout out to Kane Miller for helping to sponsor the Slice of Life Story Challenge. And I encourage all of you to keep telling your stories and sharing your stories. And if you're ever in need of help in sharing one of those stories, check out in The Biggest Story, this little template that is in the back of the book that will give you some inspiration and how to build a story. Thanks again, and thanks for joining me here on my blog. Bye.